Hello, it looks like we're live. A little bit of delay there, but looks like we're sounding good. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started today. Just want to say hello real quick. Got today here, the first of the month. We're almost through half of 2021. I hope it's been treating you better than 2020 did. Uh, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick little bonus today. We had a series that we'd run. This is the sixth week that we've had it on the blueprint that we have for your business. And today's going to be a bonus. I don't know if I'll have a second bonus yet. I'm still deciding, but I have the first bonus today. And I'm going to cover. Actually, I didn't tell you what the bonus is. I'm going to cover Facebook group networking. I think it's still very very powerful. So I'm going to cover a few pointers to things to keep in mind while you do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with today. And actually, really quick reminder, if you want to watch the entire series, we have a 5-part series. You can go back to our previous lives and you'll see all the 5 steps, which is what I'm going to cover here today, which is dream, designing your lifestyle, and the business that will fund it, delivering, promising and committing to deliver results to an ideal client. Then it's reaching out and inviting trusting prospects that need results. So today is actually fits in this third step, which is in the invitation. The next is nurture, which is systematically and continuously nurture prospects and clients. And the last one is growth. Add attraction strategies to grow both existing and new income streams. So we went through the 5 steps. If you want to go through those, we have the live. So after we're done today, you can go back and check out our page for the previous lives for 1 through 5. Today, I'm going to give you a bonus again that actually covers the invitation step. And like I said earlier, I'm going to talk about Facebook group networking. I think it's still very powerful. I think it's going to be powerful for years to come, bar nothing crazy happen. But I think it's still really, really effective, especially when you want to attract either high caliber or high clients. High ticket clients is what some people call it, but it's still worth it. I mean, every single day, I'm a member of a few groups that where my avatars at, and they're constantly asking questions that I know that I can help them with. So that's a good way to measure the fact that hey, there's ways to get leads from a group. It's not the most effective way, but it is part of the invitation step, which is a point where you do want to personally reach out to prospects so that you not only get your first few sales, but also get some feedback from them. Number one is define. First thing you need to do before you start networking in groups is define your ideal client. So we do have a strategy for this in our crash course, in our full-on course, and I'm going to talk about in a bit. But we go into more detail about defining your ideal client. And number 2, find out where they hang out. What are the groups that they hang out in? You can search. What I recommend is actually, you can do a Facebook search, or you can go to Google and just type in site colon facebook.com, and then whatever the industry is that you're looking for, and you will find groups. Sometimes Google is even better at searching Facebook groups than even Facebook itself. So I would try that. Think about what other complementary products they consume. Let's say you're in fitness training. Maybe you look for groups that maybe if you can identify an industry where groups are an industry where like they're talking about workout equipment, then that's probably your perfect group. I would try to stay away from your direct competitors because it's going to get a little weird. So, but complementary products sure make sense. I mean, if you're in dog training, are there groups that talk about dog products? If you're in something like that, I mean, related to it, are there groups that talk about what you do, but they're not direct competitors? That's where I would hunt for that. I mean, if you're selling software like we are, I mean, look for groups where our ideal client hangs out, right? Most of our clients are experts in some sort online building courses. So there's plenty of groups for that. And that's the groups I'm part of. And that's where I meet people all the time. Number 3, join and participate. Be active and in the relevant groups. So actually participate in the groups, answer questions, post some cool stuff. And I'll talk about posting in a second, but but be one of the active members, right? Make sure you show up when people look up the the stats of the group. You're one of the ones at the top. Engage in conversations. So what's great about groups is that you don't have to wait for things to show up. People have been asking questions probably in groups for some time now, so you can actually search for topics, find relevant topics and answer. Even if the question was asked, I don't know, 6 months ago, it doesn't matter. Some people still want to see a new perspective, a new viewpoint, a new answer. But obviously, the fresh ones are the best ones. Start a relationship. So if you've helped somebody in a question, and let's say they said, "Hey, Adam, let me give you a scenario. Hey, I'm a newbie a newbie gym person. I've just started working out and I'm using this equipment. I'm not sure how to use it." And your answer is, well, yeah, here's a few tips to keep in mind when you're using XYZ equipment. If they respond back to you and say, thank you, that really helped out, or if they engage with you, which is step 4, then I think, I mean, and people disagree on this, but I think that it's okay for you to send them a friend request and say, great, I'm glad I was able to help you. And let me know if you have any other questions. That's the start of the relationship, right? Take the conversation private. I know there's groups that tell you, hey, no, don't be requesting, sending people friend requests or messages from the group. That's a bunch of BS. It's almost like going to a networking event and the event organizer saying, hey, you can't become friends with anybody in this event, that you can't talk to them outside the event. You can't. I'm like, what? Are you serious? People are swapping business cards. You're crazy. So as long as there's been some conversation and they've been receptive to you, then you could go ahead and start it. And then the next step is in a private conversation, which could be Messenger. In this case, it would be Messenger, but if you happen to get their email, then you can email them. But continue to answer their questions, ask them what their challenges are, help them, point them to a few resources, build and trust them. And then you can go ahead and say, hey, by the way, the idea is to now actually maybe perhaps book a phone call, a quick call where you can help them out. Yeah. And that's where, I mean, you could offer them your product right there on the chat, but usually what I recommend is actually taking the next step, scheduling a quick call, answering a few more questions, and then proposing your product or service at that point. So that's the guidelines that I've used that work best really well for me and other people. So a few things to keep in mind. Be sure to follow group rules. Don't get kicked out. The only exception to this, I would say, is look, if they tell you don't send people friend requests or messages, go ahead and break it. Blame me for it. Throw me under the bus. I don't care. I mean, it's just ridiculous, some of those rules, but not till someone's actually engaged with you. Don't go out and look at the members tab and send everybody a message. That's just crazy. Do not make your own posts with your offers. Definitely do not do this. Don't go to a group and say, hey, I'm a graphic designer and I have a $300 logo package. Or, hey, I'm a fitness trainer and I'm taking new clients for one-on-one private Zoom calls or whatever. Don't do that. It's going to get you banned or blocked from the group. I would also not recommend you share any kind of posts where you're offering to help. They don't work. So what I would recommend is actually prove your expertise by sharing some ideas or solutions or resources. If you are going to share, don't share them with any links to your website. Don't share them with any plugs or any offers or call to actions. You're just trying to get good, quote unquote, brownie points with people and prove that you know what you're talking about. But don't make it even close to sounding like you're trying to drive people away from the group or collecting leads, because it doesn't work. I mean, if you just straight out self-promoting, it's not going to be very effective. Yeah, be patient. This is going to take some time and effort, but you can do this with multiple groups to be a little more effective. So I would say, hey, block off a few minutes every day, and actually start messaging people or commenting people who have commenting with answers with people who have questions on the different groups, and then taking them to private conversations. Yep, that is your goal, is to be the hero. The group that person that's always helping, creating positive energy, being in alignment with the mission of the admins. Yes, for sure. Again, it's very important. If you never take the step If you don't take the conversations private, they're never going to become leads. They're never going to become clients either. So that's very important. Once you get someone from a group, be very make sure you're extra careful to make sure they succeed, deliver some results, because they're going to go back to the group and talk about it. So you want to make sure that, I mean, you go 120% on these clients, because they're going to be the source of your referrals from that same group. And that's one way to be the hero again. But just a few things to keep in mind with Facebook group marketing or networking, sorry. And that's all I had for you today. I mean, really quick, the only thing I'm going to do is give you a chance to hear a little bit about our software, what we do, and how you can get involved even with little or no investment on your part. So I'm going to show you a quick little video. I basically repeat this every live. So I made a quick video, which I recommend that some of you do for your lives. And so I'm going to play that now. Let me see. The free Facebook page, business page. It's pretty easy to set up and manage. You're actually not going to easily find a better marketing system online for free. And what we like about it is you can actually create custom apps that you can add to the fan page and link them like you see on the screen, from the about section, a post, the button, and a bunch of other places as well. And what can that custom app do? It can actually protect your content and quick access in 3 ways. The first way is a free lead generation. That means that you could actually promise someone a free download, free video, webinar, or a registration or contest or sweepstakes, a free membership, a number of different things for free to collect leads, which is what we're talking about here in terms of nurturing someone. So that would be the first way. It's just, you're not charging for it, but you are collecting leads. The second way is a one-time payment. So if you're selling your online course, a one-on-one coaching package, a masterclass, a VIP coaching program of some sort, it could be a one-time fee. It could be $5 or it could be $5,000. Really, there's no limit on that. The other way, which is very popular, is a recurring payment or membership subscription, which could be either, there's a number of different types of membership. It could either be a low-cost membership, $10, $20, $30, or it could be your client signing up for $1,000 a month of coaching. I mean, there's a number of different ones. Or maybe your VIP coaching program or group coaching program that maybe is $500 a month. So there's a number of different options for recurring payments. But those are the main 3 ways you can restrict access to content using 22 Social, and to help you not only nurture leads, but also generate income online. This is how our system works. Every app comes with what we call a smart link. And when you share it on Facebook and other places, it'll automatically generate a preview image and text. And now you can change that in the settings. And when somebody clicks on that, they'll see what we call the gate or the sales or opt-in page. And that's where you're going to tell them, hey, what am I promising? Either a paid product or a free product for them to opt in and either just become a lead or actually pay for something. And when they click on that, we pull their Facebook profile, and they can actually confirm their email and agree to the terms and say continue. If there is a payment involved, this is where they would be sent to either PayPal or ask for the credit card information if you chose Stripe as a payment option, or PayPal for that matter. So when they continue, what's great is now after they opted in and paid, if there was a payment option, they get access to what we call the main content or members area. And that's where you deliver on your promise. That's where you give them either that course or access to the membership or a number of different things that you may have promised to them in the sales or opt-in page. And what's cool is that you end up with a list of Facebook profiles and their name and email, which could be attached to an autoresponder. So if you do want to do email marketing, you could attach it to Aweber, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. We have about 10 or 15, I think, that we connect with. So you could definitely do that very easily. You don't have to manually add them. They can be added automatically. But if you don't want to have one, that's fine. We do have a backend where you can check and download all the leads as well. If you are running a sweepstakes, we do have a choose winner button. So that's something people really, really enjoy. And for their sweepstakes, it makes everything easy. What's cool too is if there was a payment involved, we actually easily link to that payment profile on PayPal or Stripe to make it easy for you to manage. And that was the system. But one of the most popular features that people love about us is if you are using a Facebook group to either a free membership or a paid membership, we make it really easy to know who should or shouldn't have access to this. And that's because we have a Chrome extension we call Group Connect that you can install. And if what's cool about it is once you hit start, while you're inside a Facebook group in your computer, it'll actually color code names of people who are either requesting access or just posting content in the group, which makes it really, really easy to know who should be let in or who should be removed from the group. So that's where, I mean, there's people who use our system specifically for this feature because managing group access can be a real pain in the you know what. So that's Toin Social Connect. And ultimately, what I want to see happen for you is what happens to Will Irish, a friend of mine and one of our customers, is that you get constant notifications on your email every day of every new member that signs up or new client that signs up to pay you, and every time they renew their payment every month or every quarter or every year. And so we want you to have so many of these that you actually get bored of them and filter them out of your email, which I'm sure Will's doing that at this point because, yeah, they're exciting, but at the same time, you will have a lot of notifications on your email box. So we like for that to happen for you. But, we got to put in the work and get started. If you do want to join our free community, become what we call ourselves our Dream Builders, we do have monthly training. If you're watching live, then you're watching today at Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern. We do cutting edge strategies and training. Again, we're not a training company, but I've been in internet marketing for about 12 years now. And so if I know I want you to win, because if you win, then we win and your customer wins, everybody's happy. But if you do sign up, here's the perks for signing up. You do get an extended trial of the software that I just went over. So you can get a full 30-day trial of our software. You do get a blueprint crash course of the blueprint steps that I went through initially. So if you want to get a quick crash course, you can get that for free. And you also get access to our community, as well as a weekly sweepstakes of prizes. So we are going to announce a winner in a bit. If you're ready to go for it, you could sign up at 22s.com/stream. It's free. And what's great is you'll be able to experience the same thing that your customers will be experiencing if you set up a free membership using our software. We also have a bundle we call a Dream Builder bundle where we include two things. So if you're ready to really build it big and you're committing to this, you could actually sign up and get 1 year of our software, 1 year membership to our software, which allows you to install in up to 3 businesses or 3 fan pages, and also a Dream Builder blueprint course, a full-on course where we go into detail on every one of the blueprint steps. It's not just a crash course, it's a full-on course. And we bundle those together. And if you're interested in that, you can go to 22s.com/stream and register there, and we'll give you the best price that we have available today. So if you want to go check that out, that same link, 22s.com/stream, you can do that. And we're back. And we're back. Now we're going to actually select the winner. There was sorry about that, had a little bit of a glitch. And today's winner is Laszlo Coles. Laszlo, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. So apologies if I'm not. You win a Toin Social Dream Builders bundle. It's a $600 value. You have 1 year of Toin Social Standard Unlimited. So it's a software that we just discussed. You also get a Dream Builder Blueprint course, which is the 5 steps that we recommend that you do, especially if you're brand new online. We actually go through them in detail. And as soon as you're ready to go, Laszlo, you can message your Facebook page or go to that m.me/Toin2Social, and we will get started for you. Thank you. And if you want to win, just make sure you're part of the Dream Builder community, and you will get a bunch of perks, including a chance to win that bundle next time. So just go to 22s.com/stream, and we can take it from there. And I guess that's pretty much it for this week. I'll see you guys next week.